Um, Depending on which source you consult, Nostradamus has been credited with accurately predicting the bombing of Hiroshima in 1945, the Space Shuttle Challenge accident in 1986, the French Revolution, the Apollo moon landing, surprise, right? Anyway, the death of Princess Diana, both world wars, and so on. You'd be hard-pressed to name some significant global event that he was not said by someone to have foreseen. Okay, we're going to get into this. Nostradamus and 9/11. Perhaps the most famous assertion made in the past 20 years was that Nostradamus predicted September 11, 2011 terrorist attacks. And this is true. Yeah, I know, right? That's why I said, aha, surprise, right? Maybe he was referring to that, yeah, he predicted that. Maybe he didn't know what film was, though. You know what I'm saying? It's hard telling. The fake moon landing, yeah. So, but to him, it was real. If you think about it, how many people believed it? We all did for a long time. So there you go. Anyway, it's a story that circulated widely in 2001 and is still widely believed. No, Ike, we won't. We're not going to go there, at least not yet. Not yet, Ike. We're not going to go there yet. We'll do that another time. Anyway, it's still widely believed that he predicted the 9/11 attacks. One verse in particular went viral. 2 birds will fall from the sky on the metropolis. The sky will burn at 45 degrees latitude. Fire approaches the great new city. Immediately, a huge scattered flame leaps up. Within months, rivers will flow with blood. The undead will roam the earth for little time. Okay, interpret it. What do you think, Michelle? What do you think that means? Ike, what do you think that means? I'll read it again. 2 steel birds will fall from the sky on the metropolis. The sky will burn at 45 degrees latitude. Fire approaches the great new city. Immediately, a huge scattered flame leaps up. Within months, rivers will flow with blood. The undead will roam the earth for a little time. So, what do you think? How would you interpret that? I'm not going to say a word yet on what it could be. What do you think? That's why we're here, to discuss the possibilities of could it be, could it not be? Anything is possible, right? We don't know. I don't know. But what do you think that means? 2 steel birds will fall from the sky. Yep. On the metropolis. The sky will burn at 45 degrees latitude. Fire approaches the great new city. Yeah, that's what I heard too, Michelle. Yeah, I heard that too. But what other possibility could this be? Fire approaches the great new city. Immediately, a huge scattered flame leaps up. Within months, rivers will flow with blood. The undead will roam the earth for a little time. So, what do you think? What would your interpretation of that be? Very well could be, Valerie. Yeah, a lot of them do. What the strange part is, what was really strange, over the summer before this happened, I actually dreamed about it. And it didn't occur to me till like a month or so after 9/11 that I didn't, you just don't remember. Just some people are, but mostly, most scholars believe this was a prediction of 9/11. So I'm just saying, do you think it is? What else could it mean? What else could it mean? Yeah, it's it very well could be, but I don't know. I don't think I see Tel Aviv in there. But excuse me, sinusitis. Um, they predicted The Walking Dead. Yeah. Okay. It's possible. Do you think that's what it meant, Michelle? I mean, what do you think? It's open to interpretation, like you said. I mean, it could mean anything. Could steel birds be airplanes? Could New York City be the metropolis? I mean, New York City is like the city. You know what I'm saying? That lies about 45 degrees latitude. Many people thought so. Uh, well, we can do that. We can predict the freaks. Um, Believe it or not, though, this is not from Nostradamus, okay? Um, this piece is a hybrid of it. Somebody came up with it, so there you go. It's not even his. So, there you go. Not only is it's not in quatrain form. It wasn't him, Michelle. It was revealed later. It was not. Somebody did it. Number one, it's not in quatrain form, and two steel birds revealing a steel suitable for airplanes wasn't invented until 1854. It wasn't. Nostradamus did not write that. So there you go. You just believed he did because I read it, but it was not him. Somebody did a hybrid of it. Um, so there you go. Here is one quatrain. In the city of God there will be a great thunder, two brothers torn apart by chaos while the fortress endures. The great leader will succumb. The third big war will begin when the big city is burning. Nostradamus, 1654. Again, this was not by Nostradamus, okay? Um, Number one, he died in 1566, for one thing. This was an essay on quatrains by a Canadian student. It could well be, yeah. But these, what I'm reading now, are not from Nostradamus. So um, it's just, as many of them probably out there are not his. We don't know. I mean, could be, Michelle, could be. What was the drug of choice back then? Laudanum or something? I don't know what the drug of choice was back then, but who knows, right? Um, but in 2007, John Hogue, author of several books about Nostradamus prophecies, say that 10 times, stated that the following year a global famine would kill millions of people. The era of global famine, foreseen by Nostradamus, will begin in 2008, he wrote. The prediction of a global famine obviously was one of many that did not come true. But this faulty prophecy highlights another aspect of Nostradamus' industry. There's little or no general agreement about certain things. Yeah, that one scared me once I realized I had dreamt about 9/11. It was crazy. I woke up, I was in a sweat. I mean, it was crazy. And I dreamt of the towers burning, and I did not see the planes, but I saw, which I didn't realize were the Twin Towers in my dream at the time, just buildings. They were burning and imploding in on themselves, and just the big dust thing looked like from a movie down. through New York City. That was crazy. That was insane. Nostradamus wrote in Middle French using vague words, metaphors, and obscure dated references. There are dozens of different translations on different words and phrases. This helps the prophecies come true. So just what you were saying, Michelle. Since if one translation doesn't support the histories, somebody else will find a part that will fit better. Probably. What was the drug of choice back then? I don't even know. That'd be interesting to find out. Often even some of even Nostradamus scholars can't agree on what he was trying to say in several of his prophecies. For example, one famous line widely interpreted was, "The major battle shall be closed by the hister. He shall cause the great one to be dragged in an iron cage, while the Germans shall be looking at the infant Rhine." Opium. Okay, that's what it was. I wasn't sure. Opium. Yeah, I'm sure that played a part in some things. Absolutely. It mentions Germany in his history, which is interpreted as Hitler. In his book, The Complete Prophecies of Nostradamus, Henry S. Robert offers the following translation of Century 8. Condon and Ox, and about Miranda. I see a fire from heaven that surrounds them, Sol, Mars, in conjunction with the lion, and then Marmand. Lightning great war falls into the Garonne. So what in the world the hell does this mean? Sol, S-O-L, and Mars may refer to the sun and Mars. Condon and the other proper nouns are places. And a fire from the heavens could be a comet to an exploding sun. So what do you think? Yeah, it is. We can, go on and on about this. What do you think Roberts made of this quatrain? If you guessed alien contact, you're right. Oh, here we go. We're back to that. What a surprise, right? Oh, I'll tell you about it later. But anyway, according to Roberts' learned interpretation, fire from heaven suggests ET spacecraft landing and a great war on Earth. No date is given, but it could have been referring to Halley's Comet, too, which is about every 75 years. It could be. Yeah, it could be. See, that is two different things here. So, but I think it's the other words that go with it, not just the word hister. So, like Ike said, hister was the name of the river by Hitler's childhood home. So, I don't know. So what do you, even scholars debate this. So, it's not, in stone. So, but they think this quatrain, I don't know about you, Chris. That's a good one. I like it. But it could have been referring to Halley's Comet about every 75 years. Though widely regarded as a prophet, many who have studied his works find most of the amazing prophecies these scholars agree that he has predicted the future. So I don't know. See? Yeah. Yes, they are, Michelle. Yes, they are.